Assalamualaikum to our lecturer, Dr. FUAD, and our fellow classmate. My name is Muhammad HAIZAL. So my team and I will present about Adat Perpatih regarding the marriage, property inheritance, and women relation in the future society.
So before my fellow group members tell you about the marriage in Adat Perpatih, let me tell you about the clans in Negeri Sembilan. The practice of Adat Perpatih in Negeri Sembilan is due to the arrival of Minangkabau people from Sumatra 100 years ago. The Negeri Sembilan has its own unique costume, culture, history, tradition, and also a political system. A traditional costume exists in Malaya since a 14th century and remain a unique traditions in the states until now. According to the history, the first group that consisted of men, but the lineage of the person is according to the stormage that is subject to his mother clans. It's very clearly explained in the divisions of the estates, title, and even the clans based on the woman. For example, let's say his father is from the Seri Lemak clans and marries an outsider such as from Kuala Lumpur people that has nothing to do with the Sakat clan. So then his sons will run out of the clans, which is the son cannot carry on the clans, which is a father clans. So he can marry any clan spouse without being bound by the Adat Perpatih, unless his mother marries a fellow Nogori people and another clans. Then the clans of his sons is from his mother, aka Beli. An example, his mother is from a Payakumbuh clans, while his father is from Tiga Batu clans. So his son is a Payakumbuh because he must carry on his mother clans, not her father. The taboo of on intermarriage is among the clans is a very strong and very forbidden. That is why if we want to marry a Nogori people, there are old people who will ask us where they are come from. The mistake among the tradesmen are holding the bride and the groom will not get married. So he's very strong to us for marry Nogori people. Through these sedimentations, the Negeri Sembilan community is divided into 12 groups known as clans, which is 12 clans such as Buanda, Batu Hampa, Muka, Seri Lomak, known as the Minang, Solomak Minang, Payakumbuh, Tiga Nenek, Seri Melengkang, Batu Belang, Tanah Datar, Anak Aceh, Anak Melaka, and Tiga Batu. So every member of the clans live a life like a brother and sister and helping each other. Every work dance must be carried out in the name of the clans. If the works done bring benefit and welfare, that is will be felt together and nice. Therefore, each member of the Adat Perpatih community is not only known by his family name, but also by his clan names. And through the name of the clans can be known the relative of the member of the community. And let me tell you some of the clans, which is Buanda clans, has a special position of that has the absolute right to be inherited the law of Luak Rembau. This is because in Adat Perpatih, the Buanda clans is considered as a clans that is actually the original pupil in Rembau, and when they want to choose a leader, then only those from these Buanda clans will be chosen, while the other clans are composed of the pupil who come from the Minangkabau, Sumatra. That's all for me.
Hi, my name is Muhammad ZAIRUL SYAZRIN bin HAMIDON. So the aspect of marriage that has been practiced in the Adat Perpatih for a long time ago can be explained from the terms of the first one is the guardianship of marriage. So the guardianship of marriage, or we call it as perwalian, plays an important role in the marriage aspect because wali is one of the important pillars in the marriage. So the concept of the guardianship of marriage refers to the covenant between the man, who is the future husband of course, and also wali on the behalf of woman, and must be seen by two certified witnesses. So in negeri sembilan such as Rembau, wali is very limited, whereby the only persons that can be wali on the behalf of women are only father and grandfather. The second one is women that prohibited to be married. So the rules and customs of Adat Perpatih prohibit the marriage of the clan similarity, means that the ideal of the Adat Perpatih society must be between the couples of marriage from different clans, and this is also known as exogamy. So the tribal marriage, or we call it as the same clan of marriage, can be divided into two, which the first one is Sumbang Sewaris. Sumbang Sewaris refers to the marriage between the members of a clan but with different perut, while the second one is the marriage of Pupu Selari, whereby the couples who have a Pupu Selari relationship on the mother's side means they are members in one clan, so that is why they cannot be married. Next is dowry, or we call it as mahar. So in the practice of Adat Perpatih, the payment of marriage has been divided into two, which are the first one is mahar or dowry, and also salah-salahan. So the Adat Perpatih communities at that time assumed that dowry is a gift to complete a marriage. So at that time, the dowry were made with the clothes, not money but with the clothes, whereby the clothes will be divided among the siblings of the woman with lembaga. Then lembaga has to divide its share with buapak, and buapak has to divide its share with besar. But the Adat Perpatih nowadays, the dowry were made with money only. And the last one is polygamy. There is a prohibition that prohibits a man from marrying any woman in Negeri Sembilan who is from the same clan as his wife. If a man wants to have a polygamy, he must marry a woman from other clans or different clan from his first wife. This is because one of the prohibition of marriage in the Adat Perpatih is also the prohibition for a man to marry two or more women from the same clan, because such a marriage is considered as to unite two sisters. So that is why it is strictly forbidden.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad HAIZAL. So I will briefly explain about the concept of property inheritance in Adat Perpatih. Okay, firstly, heritage property can be classified as inheritance and matrimonial property. The inheritance can be a house, farmland, paddy land, or others which only female descendants can inherit it. While matrimonial property, or known as harta sepencarian, is categorized as a non-inheritant land. For example, a husband and wife buy a new land, so the land is a non-inheritant land. Next, the inheritance cannot be transferred or given to other clans. The reason why people of the clan do this is because they want to ensure the survival of their clan. For example, if a person has an inherited land and he or she move from the area, it can diminish the clan's territories. And then, as you can see above me, when a son inherits his father's non-inherited land, it will stay as a non-inherited land. But when a daughter inherits it, the land can be classified as inherited land of her clan particularly. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
The position woman in Adat Perpatih. Adat Perpatih points to women being called mothers. For example, the mother who gave birth to community members, heirs, hereditary members, women who develop children via conception and birth. The quality of future generation is regarded as determining for women. Adat Perpatih categorize risks that women require life insurance so they may educate children directly. Adat Perpatih guarantees that heritage land is the priority. In heritage land as a home is utilized not just as a source of feminine racial economy. When a woman gets married, their husband moves to their homes and reside there. In case of divorce, the husband must leave while the wife with her children stay in her residence. Adat Perpatih ensure on the basis of this that divorced women can continue to live with their families, children. The custom is a priority for the weak and needing assistance owing to their factor in the property, land, and farm provided to women. Adat Perpatih felt that mankind may live and sleep wherever and thought that they had the capacity to survive. The quotes of male sparrow are not nesting. That is the custom parables. Adat Perpatih thus makes woman the heir of the wealth that her mother inherits. Women are created a symbol of dignity, and if so, the entire tribe will suffer from humiliation when it's come to self-esteem or dignity. Women were therefore given a major economic position to uphold the dignity of the clan. In addition, custom Perpatih regards women as holy beings, a source of love, and a strength of their families, also the safety of their afterlife.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is INTAN MAYSHURA binti IBRAHIM. So now I will proceed with the property inheritance system in Adat Perpatih. So when we talk about this topic, there are so many types of property in Adat Perpatih. In the relation between people and property, especially the customary land or tanah pusaka, is one of the important subjects in describing the importance of lands amongst the Malays of Negeri Sembilan. Customary land is considered as the sacred of the most important things to the life of the Malays of Adat Perpatih, where it functions as the place to stay and also in making an economic contribution. So, it was known that the tradition in Adat Perpatih could also be expressed through its customary land. To inherit this customary land is important to the daughters of the family in the Adat Perpatih community because it acts as a guarantee of life for women, because women and daughters inherited all the customary land in Negeri Sembilan, and this tradition is still being practiced until today. So, in this sense, the Adat Perpatih community in Negeri Sembilan demonstrated a strong relation with the place, with the property, especially their attachment with the customary land. Basically, customary land is considered a vital asset not only for women but also to the suku itself. The matrilineal inheritance of the customary land gives women priority in inheriting the customary land and renders a latter a security deposit for life from a woman's perspective as well as from the members of suku. Thus, the customary land is important to the members of Adat Perpatih because it is considered as limelight to the family who live in it. In this regard, the customary land is responsible for uniting the members of the suku as well as the family. It also becomes a place for financial resources where the members of the family can work in it and become their source of income. Again, to the female members in Adat Perpatih community, the customary land become their assurance to survive in the society in the future. So the study of the Adat Perpatih amongst the Malay's community in Negeri Sembilan is very important for the better future society, especially to realize and understand the unique culture that represents the identity of Negeri Sembilan. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, Nurul Afiqah.
Hi, my name is NURUL and I will continue the presentation in explaining to you guys on how Adat Perpatih is important for future society. So Adat Perpatih now has slowly been forgotten by the people in Malaysia, especially young people. So generally, this practice has been used by the elderly of Negeri Sembilan as they believe that a great human capital can still be developed through these custom laws. So they also added the system is not static, but it provides a space and opportunities for the change following times. So Adat Perpatih were worried to be disappeared in a blink of eyes, as the custom is now has been slowly be forgotten, and also there is no practically big practices done by the people itself. So I believe that Malaysia needs to remain the identity and the uniqueness of a diverse cultures for the future generation. So this is because heritage leads us to feel our belongings, and we need to be proud of our multicultural country as we are able to live in one space together in a harmonious way. So Adat Perpatih is one of the cultural assets that I believe that it needs to be protected, as the future generations were able to know their origins, and I believe also the country will still be developed while the cultures is remainly used by the people. So the community involvement is the appropriate method to ensure the continuance of these customs. Well, our generation is now need to take part in learn the custom from the elderly and remembers the customs as well, because Adat Perpatih has been transmitted from one generation to one generation. So we need to take part in preserving the Adat Perpatih. So I think that's it from my part. Thank you. In conclusion, in order to have a harmonious future society, we believe that the heritage of Adat Perpatih need to be protected, and we need to maintain the presence of Adat Perpatih in our society. It is important to remain this cultural heritage as to have a beautiful asset of Malaysia development. Even if the world continuously develops, we believe that this adat needs to have to be conserved, and practiced because in community. I think that's it from our group presentation. Thank you for watching, and Assalamualaikum.